he has changed the grip on both his slider and his curveball after consulting with Clayton Kershaw and Josh Beckett, and the results have been immediate and impressive.
Well, especially with the slider. They talked about his slider, how devastating it has become, and how much like a new toy. It's basically fell in love with the new toy, and he wants to use it all the time. And they have to be very conscientious of him not falling in love with that pitch too much and overthrowing it. Yeah, that's something Ryu it does that a lot of lefties don't do. He pitches inside a lot to right-handed hitters. You saw didn't quite get it out on the barrel. If he does, like you said, Dan, probably 1-0 game in favor of the Giants with Panda's power. That's a tough one to hit out. But that's the Ryu slider that we've been talking about. He learned from Clayton Kershaw, the grip. That was pretty nasty.
And we understand you worked on it with Hyunjin Ryu a little bit. He's got a little slider advice from you?
Yeah, Rupees. He, I guess he learned it a lot faster than I did. It took him like 2 starts. So it's just really hard. He struck out Morse with it earlier in the game. It's pretty nasty.
So why would you do that to the rest of the hitters in baseball? Teach him that same slider you have?
Well, it's, he should return the favor and teach me how to throw a changeup, but it's not taking as fast. So it's about a 6-year process for me.
Just what you need, another weapon. Because the 3 or 4 you have right now aren't working.
Well, there's going to be a day where I'm going to need a changeup, so hopefully Ryu can help me out with that at some point.
Do you work on that a lot in your bullpens?
Guys, the other Dodgers say that Ryu is naturally inquisitive, and he's asking other players all the time about what they try to do. He's asking pitchers about their grips. And he asked Josh Beckett about his curveball. Beckett didn't think anything of it. And the same thing with Kershaw. And it wasn't until after he pitched that he went up to them and said, "Hey, I used your curveball. I used your slider." Just someone who asks a lot of questions.
Inside corner for strike 3 called.
Connie, we know that Ryu has added a couple breaking pitches the last couple of starts. What are you seeing different in him now?
Well, when you have that breaking ball that's coming down and into the righty, it opens up the other side of the plate. And it's kind of like Clayton and the rest of our guys. The more you're able to use all your more weapons, opens up the other side of the plate, just makes more room to cover. And that's what he's basically been able to do, is get that slider down and in, use the curveball now and then, but opens up the other side of the plate.
Well, as we have seen, Ryu really mixing his pitches and using them all effectively.
Well, there's the curveball. You see him on top of the ball, that middle finger on the seam, so he can really pull down on that pitch and get it to break straight down. And there you see it again, the middle finger, the slider grip right there, how he cuts across it to get that ball to go down and away, or down and into right-handed hitters. Here comes a slider.
And Ugla is called out on strikes to end the inning.
My Sports Channel, SPO TV.